Yo guys, Brett here with Infosmercial, and today we're taking a look at the Mark 1, a photo bag designed as an accessory to the Prima System. Is it worth the $120 price tag that Boundary Supply is asking? Let's dive into it and find out. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. The first thing you're likely to notice about the bag are the aesthetics of it. It's got this very cool combo of this deep, rich emerald green, which has this outdoorsy vibe, with an overall look and finish of black that gives it a more professional feel. It's a very cool combo, but of course this may be subjective, but I happen to really like it. I think it's a very good looking pack. The logos on this bag are very tastefully done. They're not just sort of garishly slapped onto the bag wherever. They're placed very cleanly onto the bag so they integrate into the overall design aesthetic, and it looks pretty good. The exterior of the pack is made of two different types of nylon. On the front and sides, we have a 210 denier nylon material with a DWR coating. The 210 denotes weight and weave of the fabric, and 210 is about standard for a lot of premium outdoor backpacks. The DWR is a special coating designed to help repel water and oil very easily. And I'll say that in all of my usage so far with this thing, I've ran it through dirt, I've had it out in the rain. It does really well in that regard. It even survived a hike up a river at Zhiyun National Park. On the bottom and back of the bag, the places where you're more likely to lay your bag on the ground or drag it through the dirt or whatever, it is made of a much more durable and higher quality 500 denier Cadre nylon material. So you can take this thing and you can sort of beat it up on the bottom and the back, and that is nothing but a good thing. There are three ways to carry the Mark 1. On the top, we have a thick and padded handle that's very comfortable to hold even when you're carrying a full bag. On the side, we have a smaller and thinner handle that lacks the padding of the upper handle, but it's good enough for quickly picking up the bag and placing it on the ground, which essentially is what that handle is designed for. Now the last and third way, or third and last, however, doesn't matter, way of carrying the Mark 1 are with these buckles and a shoulder strap. Now this uses the waist strap from the Prima System as its shoulder strap, and I gotta say, I really like it. But it's sort of a downside too, because the Mark 1 doesn't come with its own shoulder strap. So if you were looking to buy just the Mark 1, or if you were looking to use the Mark 1 with a shoulder strap while also using the Verge case with a shoulder strap, well, you're kind of SOL. Now I'll admit, I sort of cheated a little bit and I placed these Peak Design anchors where the buckles are, so I can just hook my camera strap into the side very easily and use that as the shoulder strap for the Mark 1. Now there's three ways of accessing the interior of the pack. We have this top access door right here, and when you take a look inside, we have these stretch weave pockets, which is great for fitting in things like batteries and SD cards. This also gives access to the top shelf of the inside compartment of the Mark 1. And it's mostly a good thing. You can fit things like a small drone or looser items and things like that in there. I will say though that it's very difficult to add in extra dividers up to this top shelf. I would have loved to have seen some Velcro placed on this inside wall, sort of near the main compartment, to make it easy to add in a divider right there and further organize the pack. That's not a big deal, but it's something that I've noticed that has been kind of a wish of mine out of the pack. Then we have the side access door. This access door snaps into the Prima pack itself with these little buttons on the outside, giving you exterior access to the interior of your photo bag for quick access to your gear. And in my use, it works really well. I like it. Being able to sling the Prima pack on its side, or if I'm carrying this thing using a shoulder strap, being able to quickly take out my camera and snap pictures on a whim, it works and it's very handy. And those zippers, man, they're really good. And then there's the main compartment. The main compartment fully opens on all three sides, giving you full access and a full top-down view of your gear. Makes it really easy to access all parts of the camera bag and get your gear as you see fit. There's a few cool features of this part of the bag too. You'll notice that in the middle it has this sort of stitched design that lacks any sort of padding. The reason they did this is so while this Mark I is inside of the Prima pack, you can easily open the top lid and get access to the inside of the Mark I's contents without having to fully open the Prima pack or without having to take the Mark I out of the Prima pack to reach like the bottom of the bag. This is just another example of good design. Now the compartment on the main door offers several different ways of organizing gear. It has these elastic bands for holding down things like USB cables, SD card readers, little lens brush tools, etc. The bottom of it is also recessed and closed off on the sides to make it easy to sort of tuck things down in there and also make sure that they remain secure even with the zipper fully open, which is a really handy touch once again. Now all of these access points use high-quality Ykk zippers, and hot damn, I love these things. They are awesome. They seem to seal up really well. They feel thick and durable. And like, yeah, okay, I get it. It sounds stupid. They're just zippers, but these things are so freaking smooth. They're awesome. They open really easy, they close really easy, and that's important for something that you could potentially be trying to access like several dozen times an hour, even a day, hundreds of times in a day. So being able to quickly open and close the bag as you go without any hassles, without any snags, without broken zippers, stuff like that, is a huge deal. Now the only downside to the zippers is they lack any sort of storm guard or rubberized coating that further prevent water leakage. So on its own, the Mark I will do fine. It'll handle things pretty well, I feel like, and it has for me so far. But when it's inside of the Prima pack, boy, this thing, it sort of just feels indestructible. So now to the main event. What about the interior of the pack? Is it easy to move dividers around and organize things? Are the dividers themselves well built and well padded enough that way you feel comfortable just kind of lugging thousands of dollars worth of gear inside of this thing? Well, yes, to both questions, yes. I guess yes and yes. The inside of the pack is surprisingly spacious. There are 3 black divider shelves that easily angle to add for further organization possibilities, but there are plenty of the smaller green dividers. The inside Velcro system is put together using material called Velx. It's a hook and loop fastener that offers a number of advantages over Velcro, but mostly increased strength to ensure the contents stay put and remain padded even under high stress. Now just about every wall on this pack has this plush Velcro, so you can sort of configure your pack however you would like. I've done it several dozen times on the inside of this thing, and it's a few things. It's easy to move things around. Things are durable once you actually press the Velcro down into place. And did I mention that it was easy? Because it's pretty easy. So how much can this thing actually carry? The specs list a 22-liter carry capacity for the bag. I've been able to fit things like my Sony A7iii, 4 lenses, numerous batteries, this sort of fancy schmancy rocket looking thing, my Edelkrone slider setup, which I'll be reviewing soon, a Rode wireless lav system, and I still have some space left over after all of this. If you are the owner of a Prima system like myself and you have been left wanting further organization options and carrying ability for some of your photo and video gear like I have, I think the Mark I is a great photo and video bag, and as a Prima system owner, it's worth the $120 price tag. If you're looking at the Mark I and you're considering buying one, I hope you found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up down below by hitting that like button if you did like the video, and if you loved it, subscribe to the channel because there is more coming your way. Until the next one, everybody, I'll see ya.